Bad Rider is also one of the best.
You're very
players,
optimistic.
You
A
like
good gem buy, yeah. And he's got flying vision, so it's not like you're gonna walk up a ramp
You have
and.
Necro Book 3 from the Lycan.
Yeah, this is actually like the worst techies game.
Dude, we were talking about the bets. It's like everyone was saying, like this is the value bet.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be betting on wings here. It was like some 20% odds, like 4-1 or something.
Oh, no, it was more. It was like I think it's 91-9 or something like that,
Oh,
or
geez.
90-10.
The
It's
payout on that is going to be.
super value
I
bet.
guess this
money.
is the one thing that does change it, is that there are people that like bet in games.
Oh, and that's one of the things. Like if you're looking to bet on a game like this, like you should know, like you go into this like Navi's guaranteed to go through. Like,
Yeah.
It's part of being a smart bettor, doing that research, so you know.
I guess if you bet in advance like yesterday, you wouldn't know. But like you got to follow the tournament. That's
So what
that's part of-
else goes well with techies?
Pudge. It's
Pudge.
like, do you
Yeah.
ban the? I feel like if you're wings, you're just like, let's just give them the Pudge. Like let them have their fun.
If you go Pudge now, techies is like
Techies is
support.
4, I guess.
techies
Yeah.
techies off lane.
Who plays the techies? Is this a Funnick?
There's a Pudge.
Dude, I called it.
You're so good.
I didn't
God.
call the 5th Storm though,
You're-
but
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
so good.
We,
Gods.
we need to promote this guy. He's killing it today.
Who needs me and winner when you can say Gods is like,
Yeah.
it's a techies fudge game.
GG.
this is my specialty. This is what I've been training my entire life. You know, the most epic techies game ever, Dota 1. I was casting it in the GST. This techies went solo
that was
mid.
not a troll game. That was
No!
a serious game.
This guy wrecked. This was like a semi-finals of like one of the bigger SEA
And
tournaments.
You know that guy? He's the guy that literally in Philippines he goes for bad
Furion.
matches against anyone 1v1 his techies.
Really?
Yeah, I'm serious. That
Wow. That's serious. All right, so Fury on the final pick for wings. Some more summons to try and run around.
They have so many different ways to stop vibes.
Find some techies.
I mean, you block hooks as well.
Yeah, this is gonna be so hard for Navi.
This is tough.
It's a funny techies team.
Yeah, dude. Funnick's drafting. He drafted this for himself. You get.
It's gonna be a really clowny game. You have toss and you have hook. you
That's a
have
support. That's a 5. That's a 5 tiny.
A 5 tiny.
That's not a Go Black hero. That's definitely not a Go Black
Yeah,
hero.
it's a 5 tiny.
Go Black is gonna toss Funny in for the first blood.
Is he
Quite
going
possible.
suicide? Let's get some suicide level
Oh,
1.
he smoked too. They smoked, but he didn't get.
What? Is he going to hide at this spot and toss someone to the techies inside the Roche pit when they're going for bounty rune?
Where's he mining?
Yeah, he's
Looks
actually.
like in the Roche pit.
Yeah, he's going to toss someone to the techies in the Roche pit.
Oh, this is actually really clever.
He even types the GLHF to
It's
make
the
them
bait.
think. Yeah,
It's like we're
It's
not
the
doing
chat
anything.
bait.
We're just sitting it out at our fountain.
that's the chat bait, dude.
Oh dear.
Here's where you ask about the weather.
How are you enjoying China?
Yeah, it's like-
Well, I guess that if you were wings, you'd be asking that.
That's obvious. Right?
Know any good bars we can go to after today? Is probably what Havas is asking.
The problem though is if Goblik hides in there and they see him coming, he has to like time this perfectly. Otherwise, it's just the
Yeah.
biggest waste of time.
Boots, toss, and 3 mines. First blood.
All right. I mean, the chances of them not going for this bounty, I feel like there's actually a good chance this will work for
Lion's
Navi.
gonna like insta stun or impale, but they're gonna go for the kill, I guess. Wait, they're pinging it. Do they know?
They might just be suspicious. They don't have vision. Oh, now they do. Okay, Go Black pops
Okay,
out.
so the mines will be technically useless from now on.
Dude, wings are that was next level. They
I think they knew. They knew what was going
yeah,
on.
they pinged inside Roshan. They're pinging exactly where. I don't know if they got. I mean, you don't get. It's not meant to have any vision.
No,
so.
you don't have vision from that.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
they're just suspicious.
You know, wings are just next level. Maybe they're stream cheating. Who knows? I don't know. Like, this is
reasonable, yeah.
nah.
On land.
Yes, on land with admins
Let me just pull
behind
up my
them.
second monitor
Yeah.
here. That's
But if they know, they might as well just send a train in there to tank it all.
I guess yeah, Prophet has got the train, so.
though he just started at the hard camp.
You know, that's just like, it slows down your jungle, you just avoid it, I guess.
Yeah.
You send one later.
Oh, Furion went like the greed build here, just trees from the well.
I mean, you're against this kind of a draft, I feel like running a jungler is a safe choice.
Yeah.
If there's ever a game to run a jungler. Uh-oh, here's the tree into Roshan. No! Not the mines! Anything but the mines!
Worked so hard
Oh,
for
it's
this.
gonna...
Oh my god.
Oh. Easy 17 gold. Funnick, 1 CS. Game is won.
All right, God's called it here. We'll see.
Oh god, I don't know if I want to call that one.
This is basically your game, Mr. Parker.
Well... What's plan B for Funnick? He's got mines in the trees at this bottom lane. He's doing what he can, but... And what's your professional analysis on these drafts, Winter?
Well, oh yeah, here comes
Just
the-
giggles. I like the giggles as the response. Probably the accurate response to that. God!
Oh, the-
no! He wasn't on the mines, and here comes the
my-
tree in.
Oh no!
He just got one. It's okay, but he knows that. I mean, just
Man, why would there be one mine there?
yeah. I don't know if he realized it just blew up one, or maybe he thought he blew up a few.
Oh my god.
This tiny techie's lane is not panning
I
out.
actually think that if he actually took suicide at level 1, they would have gotten the first blood on the lion.
Yeah. Well, I guess they could go there. That's plan B, I guess. You got suicide now. You got toss. Oh, you need some mana for toss, but
Here comes the prophet. What is he going to be doing?
what's his plan? I don't think a Doom Prophet is really a good trialing here for getting kills.
And this game is really...
Funny. I guess maybe needing boots if he wants to go for first blood. Uh-oh. First blood, bottom lane, go black. Well, okay. The Invis ganking Nature's Prophet works out. We're entering Bizarro Town here. Alright.
This game is just literally... we are not going to be seeing what's coming next.
This is not a sign of what's to come.
And what if he sees the courier now? Furion Prophet TPs in and kills the courier. Okay, they actually see the courier.
It hits 3 minutes though, but
Oh, he just hit 3 minutes. Too bad.
it'd be
Man,
risky.
look at the courier. It's running here. If he would have TP'd when he saw it,
Let's see Havas bottle, yeah.
he would have killed the courier.
Alright. Well,
Finally.
Techie's, there's your suicide. 16 kills, funny because apparently Techie's extraordinaire here, racking up these gems. Okay. Suicide kills. He's add one to the tally. So Techies gets on the board.
Gets a smoke.
I guess so he can just kind of go somewhere offensive, like maybe he wants to go ward the
What if he
top
what if he
rune, or
goes,
I mean mine the top rune.
Yeah, mine one side of the rune or mine the secret shop.
Yeah.
Secret shop. Actually, no one's gonna be using the secret shop much.
You've got the courier. You're more likely to be sending the courier there, so.
Yeah.
Run? Okay.
All right.
I
He's
mean-
gonna ward here. He's gonna put some mines here so the Pudge can actually use them later on.
Yeah, it's the setup. This is why you get the Venge, you get the Pudge, you get the Tiny. Come on, tossing treants. Like his life depends on it. Oh my gosh, he's still got the regen rune. He outplays that treant so hard. So, man, I don't even know where to go with this game, Winter.
Yeah, I remember the days where you
We've-
actually
we've
place the clarity. Oh, here comes the
TP,
prophet.
yeah.
TP.
They want the kill here, and Dandy almost gets very close to those mines here. And Dandy with the Lion Gang impaled up. It's going to be another kill going the way of Wings. This is a good start for the Chinese team, looking to make their way to the main event. It's Na'Vi already guaranteed their qualification, and for Wings, well, they're taking this game as serious as can be. There's a lot at line for, as far as this team in qualifying into the main event.
Yeah, and Navi is gonna be just looking to try and hopefully make a lot of kills happen with the Takis and just
Yeah.
try to make a fun game.
And Havas, once he hits level 6, he's gonna go for some 4 moments. He's gonna be diving in, I'm sure. You know, Storm's a good Havas hero. I mean, you can.
This is a good game for Storm diving in when there's Pudge Hook, when there's Venge Swap, and there's Mines. Like, you're guaranteed to be saved by something. And middle lane, a hook goes onto the icon.
It's all gonna work out here. They get a return kill finally, as Goblack even makes a rotation in himself. This Tiny, Goblack is actually becoming a core. He's got a Gloves of Haste. Is this even like a Midas Tiny we may be seeing?
I don't know about that. I feel like this game might actually be more suitable for the Tiny that's really mobile around the map with the techies. But you know, this type of lineup, you can go any items you want.
Yeah, it feels like what we're going to be looking at here. So, Wings looking to now take down. That's one thing we didn't talk too much about that line. They have a lot of pushing power with the Lycan, the Prophet, just generally good kind of zoning as well. It's hard to get near your towers to defend when there's a potential threat of a Batrider Blink Lasso. So,
You just throw the techies over.
Yeah.
Kill all the summons and land a hook.
toss him in with a Suicide. He's got level 2 Suicide. Funnick and Go Black looking to loop-de-loop around and not finding too much. Well, they see the Doom.
They need one more hero though, it feels like. They don't have enough damage for this.
Tiny only has 1 spell as well, so doesn't seem like it's a play they can make here. Maybe someone like Havas is actually going in mid lane. He's hit level 6, but possibly a hero could look to rotate, but without a TP on himself for the time being.
Dandy is constantly being followed by Lycan Wolves. They know he's at top.
There's your toss in the suicide. Death from above. And Doom onto Dandy. That is like a... Get me out of here. Gives him a little poke and says hello to the TPing and Pudge. I mean, at this point, I mean, for Wings, I feel like Wings just have to play a farming game. They don't have to, like, a Doom like that wasted isn't necessarily a big issue for them.
You know, I have this feeling that they just need to get Midas and Prophet, Midas and Doom, and just keep farming. And like,
Yeah.
a lasso somewhere, top lane.
Yeah, top lane, they've gone in on the Vengeful Spirit here. Veng score. It's actually going to be okay. The Lion was a bit out of range for that one, so...
Tower is under attack.
And for Na'Vi, I guess they can transition their Tiny into a carry, which, especially if he's going for something like a Midas, is feasible, but... for the most part, like, your Pudge, your Techies, your Venge, this is very gimmicky.
It still feels like in the late game, like Wings have so much of the better late game.
Alright.
With the double Midas, with the
Yeah.
Lycan, with the Doom as well.
Everything about this.
You are running around the map, placing mines, and the enemy is farming with double Midas.
Yep. Alright. Well, we'll come back. I gotta do camera work again, apparently. As Batrider top lane's getting quite a lot out of this off lane, so all across the board it feels like Wings, okay, few techie skills here or there, but they're farming well, they're jungling, they're just... I mean, they got the conventional draft, so... Let's see what the next plan is. Funny's now rotated top. He's been all over the place. He's been bottom at the Roshan pit, he's left some mines mid for the Pudge to work around, and now making his way even to the top lane. And Veng's goes 6, so they've got Swap, they've got Toss, they've got Hook. They've got all their mobility spells here. Uh-oh. Dendi. He's gonna find Han here in the jungle. He wants this, well, he thinks he wants this kill, but there's a lot of enemies nearby that he hasn't spotted just yet, but he's going to run into very soon. Denny needs to TP out as soon as he gets this kill, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to do so. Lions, it's going to be in range. Cancels TP, and Dendy chomped down by the big bad wolf here. Not really worth it. Well, I guess it's probably just... Yeah. Well, for Havos to go back to Fountain here. Havos somehow took a lot of damage, had to go heal up, and... I don't know. So Tiny's got 2k gold. This is actually maybe going to be like a Blink Dagger. I mean, you're going with the Techies. If you're doing Techies Tiny, it's Blink Toss into mine.
Oh, here comes the...
Wow! Boom! Alright, this is working. I'm on board. Now Haval's going to go in with that TP. Wants a second kill on the Lycan, but Lycan a bit too tanky. Well, the setup was there. They just walked into that with an avalanche toss. That... Whew.
He's actually
okay.
Yeah, he's going for the blink, not going for the Midas.
Yeah.
Like probably thinks that they need to do something now.
He'll get the Midas later. Don't you worry. He at this point, like, he's their late game, the Tiny. So I guess Avos is actually doing pretty well here in the Storm, up to at least 4k net worth, but still well behind the Doom. Lycan's farming well. Prophet's actually not doing all too great. Does pick up the Midas. So you mentioned just get some Midases going, farm for the late game. You can give away kill after kill to Na'Vi, but their lineup is definitely got a fall off at a certain point in this game.
Yeah, they need like so many items to push the high ground with the Tiny and with the Techies.
Yeah.
So
Rune gonna spawn and Doom in the wrong neighborhood, but here comes your blink. Oh, Doom just completely jukes him using that, using the fog there as Tiny. I don't think wants to
Tiny
go
could have
blinking.
actually blinked up though to set up for the hook.
I guess he was worried about there being more heroes behind the Doom. And Doom is 1k HP and he had his ultimate, so it would have been a risky hero to go for.
Talk about playing riskily when you pick heroes like this.
You know?
I don't think you care so much.
Yeah, Havos is just straight up jungling. I haven't seen Havos on more than 150 HP for a while here. He's been going back to Fountain, he's been giving this top lane to the Venge. And not a typical Havos here, the Storm Spirit, but...
Gives him a lot of room to run around, you know.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Alright, well he's going to pick up his treads and be on the move here. The Techies has made itself present in this top lane with a lot of remote mines up there. Lycan Wolf's going to go scouting, but those can clear out landmines, but
Yeah, they can't
not the
clear.
remotes.
Can't clear out the
Yeah.
remotes, but they...
Gets them both.
This is such a sad game for the techies, even though he has like the best, arguably the best teammates in the game.
Is Vengscore going to It's Vengscore and Goblack, the two supports. Transition to carry. Vengscore's going to bait here at the top lane. They're going to go into these remote mines. Stun, he wants more. He's going to blow up one. He gets the bat and the Doom. Vengscore's still alive for now. It's going to be a 2-for-1 though.
Damn.
That should have been a little bit obvious maybe. Vengscore's like off farming. Like maybe they just think he's throwing, but that was a nice little bait coming out of the Na'Vi support. Although right now he's building this Helm of the Dominator. He's going carry.
Yeah, and Tiny is not going for the Midas. He goes for the trades, completes the trades, and yeah. But he's like you mentioned, they are gonna be the Venge and the Tiny are gonna be the big hitters this game. The Pudge and the Techies feels like the real supports.
Yeah. I guess Storm is space creating. Well, I don't know. He's jungling. Havos is the backup plan, perhaps. He's just gonna sit back, farm, and come in when he's needed. So Dendy just going for blind hooks here, and he's not going to find too much with Funnick and himself just prowling around this river. So for Na'Vi, it's definitely a case where like they're kind of keeping up right now. They're not really behind too much as far as the goal graph is concerned. The experience they're actually ahead on, but long term, it's how do you win a game with this kind of a draft?
Yeah, long term means the Midas would kick in even harder.
Yeah.
And they're gonna fall very far behind. Plus the Devourer. This is just
Na'Vi don't push. I mean, Techie's room landmines is all you've got, but Techie's puts himself in a bad position. Goblack, meanwhile, bottom river, getting caught out there. The lasso being used by the Batrider to find a little pickup. And that's the thing. Wings, their lamp's going to start finding more and more pickups with this freshly purchased Blink Dagger for the Batrider. So things get a bit trickier for Na'Vi now.
oh man, this game is just going to be really, really weird.
Yeah.
The Pudge is just running around. He's buying wards, running around to play.
He's the support at this point. The Venge has already picked up a Helm of the Dominator. Vengscore, has he got a creep? I'm not sure what the plan is for this. Can dominate some Lycan Wolves. That's maybe the plan. Not sure.
And you can just keep constantly farming.
Yeah.
He's going for the Yasha after this.
Yep.
And like Venge has really good stats as a hero, like to be played as a carry. He has very good agility and damage and strength gain as well. Very tanky. It's just that the only downside of the hero when you play it as a carry is like the range. He has a very mediocre range.
Yeah, and that's why you get like a Yasha or something to make up for that with some mobility, but it's still going to be a tough game for Avenge as far as being a core Avenge. And Doom picked up a fast mech for the team, so I think Doom realizing that the main risk Wings maybe have is just getting overrun here by Na'Vi in the early game, so he's like, let's just get items which help us so that we don't just get killed constantly by the Na'Vi draft. Just tank up a bit, help out the team.
Yeah, then everyone can just use their Midas and just keep continue farming.
You protect the Midas gaming by going for some support items, I guess, even as a farming Doom. I mean, they have so much late game here with the 3 good core heroes that scale well to the late game, as well as a Batrider who's...
They have 4 cores, technically.
Yeah. It's not exactly looking pretty for Na'Vi in the late game, but hey, if they can transition Venge and Tiny into carries to go with the Storm, you never know. Techies is not getting much farm though, that's definitely something to be noted.
It's actually a hero that relies, like, a lot of people like underestimate the hero's power, which comes from getting a lot of farm, getting your levels as well, getting your level 11, plus the X Factors are really crucial stuff for techies.
Yeah, no, he gets a lot more potent with farm, for sure. There's just a lot more uptime, gets a lot more mines down. But we'll see. For now, getting mines down is tricky. The Radiant Vision is everywhere as far as this mid lane and around the Roshan pit. They see a lot. They don't see the Na'Vi heroes right now around that Roshan pit area, but they saw them like kind of walk towards that area and have a very good idea of exactly where Na'Vi are on the map. So this top lane, a very safe lane to push. And they're just sending summons. The Na'Vi, well, they're hoping to find maybe kills here towards the bottom lane, but it doesn't look like... Well, they're actually going for a Roshan. Alright, I guess they try bait in using the fact they've set up all the, I think right around the Roshan pit, they've set up all these mines, so... If you try and contest this, you get hooked in by Dendy to a big pile of mines. You can't actually stop this Roshan too easily. Unless you get, like, sentries and then clear out the remote mines with your summons. So this is... Vengscore, free solo Roche.
Venge. Very, very good stat.
They're coming to contest this. This could be a disaster. The Sentry Ward in range of the remotes, just barely. But the hook potential's there. Doom, meanwhile, is going to lead things off here onto Goblack, who tried to blink in for a toss, but the hook there... Oh, falls short, doesn't get to the remote mines, and now Treant's going to go up. They're going to scout out these remote mines, and lasso to the higher ground. It's a disaster for Vainscore and Havos. Havos has some time to go for a zip. Potentially, he's still low on HP. Batrider gets the kill, and Havos is trapped out of mana, brought down. 3 dead on the Na'Vi side, and Aegis gets picked up by the Doom. They're going to clear out the remote mines as well. That Sentry Ward just barely giving vision. That looked like a pretty clever plan for Na'Vi. It just, the execution
go
a little
for
bit off.
Go for rush and set up for the hooks, the fishing, basically.
Let's go fishing. Well, for Wings, they get themselves a key component as far as being able to push down towers, and also they know pushing safe. Techie's put all his time and mana into putting mines around the Roshan pit. Right now, there's very little in this mid lane.
This is actually might be a really
Rax?
threatening push here.
Yeah, you need mines here. They've got 1 remote, and that's it.
They need to get a really good hook on someone to kill before they actually get ready to push in high ground. But
Wings
playing it safe.
Yeah, may as well.
They need this game very, very badly.
It's like, if they go into the late game, it's very hard for them, I feel, to lose.
It's actually very secure if they go late game with double minus with Devour and they just get refresher on Doom.
It feels like they could win this game in 20 minutes, but they could also win this game just as easily in 45 minutes if they want to.
Yeah.
Choose your poison here, the slow or the fast kind.
They just need to make sure they make the right decision.
Well, it's the Batrider flying and zipping around on the high ground, who's not going to make the right decision there. He gets caught out. Getting a bit too fancy there for his own good, as Dendy's gone chasing. The toss from Goblack is going to be available soon. The Wolves constantly scouting out the movements of these Na'Vi heroes. And Dendy just unable to get quite close enough.
Oh, they might have vision. Oh, they have vision here. He's going to toss him over.
The creep's kind of making that a bit tricky, though. And yeah, the summon's going to push back the Na'Vi offensive.
There's so much stuff here. Treants, Wolves, Necrobooks.
And once this is Necro 3, Techies is not going to be very happy Techies.
Well, you can still place the bombs at like very hidden areas, like when you're going out the ramp, you can't really scout until you're on top, so you can use those type of mines.
I guess if you just like summon your Necrobook and just send it around the map as a kind of little mine scouter.
Well, then the Techies is still gonna be happy. You're not using the books to push.
Yeah.
It means that they are prolonging the game or making space for some other heroes to get more farm and stuff like that.
And for now, Na'Vi need a carry. They need a late game. Havos has picked up his Orchid, so at least looking a bit more threatening here. This is not the most timely of Orchid. Mid lane, meanwhile, Lasso comes in, Golek caught out here, and Doom is going to use his ultimate, secure the kill. At this point, it's not like they desperately need the Doom if they want to go for a push or try and take objectives.
He was really far out yet again. The Tiny.
Well, Havos is pretty far out at top lane. There's 5 heroes swarming around him towards his top lane, but
with right reason, he knows the bat and the Doom doesn't have ultimate.
It's still a Lion though. Lion with no blink, but a lot safer when Lion doesn't have a blink dagger. But there's your Necro 3, so seems they'll just work on the outer towers, not going to go for the high ground siege in the mid lane, but at this point, like, you're expecting Techies to have mines at mid, but maybe not some of these other lanes. And for Funning, he doesn't actually have that much vision as far as mines go down in many lanes right now. Just a few scattered remote mines. He needs to get work on the base defense.
Tower is under attack.
You know what I'm thinking? He might actually have a better option where he just like, if you push in the top side here, you just place mines in the trees and get the Pudge waiting there. Oh, okay, he's picking the trees now.
So, okay, so you don't even have to put them anywhere. Well, that's the thing, you can even put them like behind the racks. Okay, so he's going to start with some landmines. And the remote, yeah, so he's saying, hey, Pudge, go up there. Or you send like a hero for a toss up there. I mean, you can send the Pudge up there anyways. But he needs more mines. So pushing for Wings is going to be annoying.
Very, very scary.
I mean, I think they have to just use summons, I guess. Use Necrobooks, Wolves, and Treants on the tower and just not go near hooks.
If they're doing that, it means that they're going to finish the game really, really slowly.
Yeah. I mean,
why not?
Yeah, exactly. Why not?
They need to win the game.
I mean, looking at the net worth chart, it's all radiant. They have 4 of the top 5 net worth heroes right now. The Lion, unfortunately, is the true 10 position right now.
The Paladin, the PPD.
He's redefining the PPD right now.
Oh, this is just a game where Na'Vi's line up. Oh my god. What is gonna happen now?
How do they win? It's not-
They can only win like when they defend high ground push, Wings jumps in, and you hook you get a good hook or you get a toss into the
Yeah.
mines and you kill someone.
They have to just, and I feel like they have to get multiple kills on carry heroes like in succession here to get them some gold, just to get them get kind of some momentum back into this game. This draft deals so well with the Storm Spirit with all the lockdown they have. Lion, Batrider, Doom.
It's like the worst draft
Ooh.
to have a storm with.
Yeah. It's not a very... Lion's still, though, not exactly anywhere near a Blink Dagger, which makes Storm's life a lot easier, but... Here we go, they'll work on these tier 2s. I think realizing that Techies is prioritizing defending the high ground, defending the tier 3s and the racks right now, so...
Dire's bottom tower
They'll get the tier 2 and
Feels like Rex.
at least some damage to the tier 3s here. It depends how scared they are of the Techies mines, but all these mines, they're up top.
They're gonna run up with the Necrobook and see no mines, and they're gonna just hit the tower.
Yep.
Radiant's top
I think with good reason here. No more Aegis online, but for Dengu, he's pretty tanky here. He's got the Ag Scepter on the Doom here. They're going to get a lasso here. Funnick gets caught up with the swap from Vengtor will save the Techies, but not sure how much of the victory that is if Vengtor dies here. He's got a lot more fun than this Techies does, so I don't know if that's... I mean, I don't think you're going to be swap-saving teammates when you're the farming Venge here.
top tower is under attack.
Well, it feels like the Venge dying is actually worse than it.
Yeah, I guess Techies staying alive. Techies is important for the high ground defense as far as planting mines, but Techies is back at base, and as you said, this feels like Rex.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Hook's going to be off the mark here. Dendi continuing to fish. He's got those mines kind of nearby his spot, but not really enough there, and the high ground defense is being laid out. Hall's going to get blown up. Immediate buyback. Bunny's now trapped in the front lines as well. That's a dead Techies. He goes in on the... Doom, who gets hooked out by Dendi. Reel him in. But that's all they've got for now, and that's a buyback from your Storm. Havos is completely out of mana. That's a way too aggressive on the zip there. Uses entire mana offensively.
Yeah,
Well,
and he bought out as well.
that's
Rex.
that's unfortunate.
I like the tone where you said that's unfortunate.
Gonna draw it out. Unfortunate for Mr. Havos there. So, Prophet, Necro 3 it up. Let's just mass Necro 3s, I guess. That works just fine. Fine and dandy. So why not?
Yeah, at this point they just need to just
Techies is still...
repeat what they are doing now, and
I think Techies is still 0% win rate in Pro Dota. I think it was picked yesterday, like in one of the MLG games or something, and also lost, so...
there was also one game where BG picked it up.
Yeah, Black on the
Black.
solo mid.
Yeah, that
We've
was
yet to see a Techies victory here. Prophet gets found by the Tiny, and there is a Dendi Pudge nearby who we're going to blink dismember, so... Okay, 8 kill.
And one thing I want to ask you, do you feel like the Pudge doesn't feel like he wants to play Pudge like this? Like this game he's been like focusing on standing on the mines all the time to land
Yeah.
his hooks, and he's not playing like his usual Pudge game where he just tries and fish all the time, because he's trying really hard to work with the mines.
He's
like,
playing too much like a support rather than like a
Yeah.
gank. He can't really gank. The mines keep the Pudge like stuck in that one position.
yeah, I'm gonna place mines here and
Yeah.
you're gonna try and hook. It sets up a method.
He can't adapt to the situation. Like say, okay, like this is going to be a good position, but then quickly move to new ones. Like you've got to stay there when the mines
really
are there.
focusing on working with the mines at the
Yeah.
moment. That's why you feel like if you usually catch Dandy's Pudge games, that his Pudge games are not typically like this. He's really aggressive, tries to hook all the time, but this game it feels he's really restricted in his movement because he's trying to stay around the mines.
I mean, if he moves even just like 200 units and then goes for the hook, well, you're not hooking them into the mines.
You're not getting the damage.
He has to be exactly on that one spot.
Precisely accurate spot.
Yeah. And a lot about the hook is like even just tweaking your position a little bit to get that slightly better
Don't
angle.
even talk about the position. Hook is like one of the most difficult spells to
Yeah.
land. So forcing to be at that spot as well doesn't make it easy.
It's hard mode. Well, not even hard, beyond hard mode. This is...
It's like challenging the next level. I can hit the normal hooks. I'm gonna try and hit the hooks where I need to hit it precisely on the line.
Well, it's a handicap which Dendi has kind of struggled to overcome this game. He's 1, 2, and 3, has not been involved in many of these kills. And for Wings, it looks like maybe thinking about going for another push soon. They could go into the Roshan pit if they want to as well. That's just respawn, so... Yeah, it seems they have their eyes set on Roshan with no mind step around this one. This is hard to contest for Na'Vi. They've got a lot of fishing spells. They've got the Tiny, they've got the Pudge, but these two heroes are alone contesting Roshan for the time being. This is surely unlikely to succeed. Havos maybe just needs to get here and go for a Roshan spell. Is that... Is that going to work out though? I don't think so. Gobak's like, wait a second. What have you brought me into, Dendi? This is not the party I signed up for. Well, no gate crashes allowed. And Wings, whoa, gets another hook. This one a bit more successful. Doom goes blinking in, but he's no longer got a Doom. And the Doom actually in some trouble here. Voss chewing through a lot of mana quickly. Gets hexed up. No stuns to follow. He's going to Soul Ring, look to zip himself out of there, and Vank's gone now on the run himself, and he does not have the nice escape there. As another Dendi hook goes flying. This one off the mark, and 2 for 2 trade at the Roshan pit, but Wings get Aegis.
Takis has the gem and he doesn't have a TP. They see him.
Okay. Let's can he get on? No, he needs to use some
The Bad
cooldown.
Rider's gem. Oh dear, he's so screwed. He's gonna hide the gem and run out.
They should know though. They know he had it, so they should go digging. But there's such It's
so difficult, man, to land the hook.
He's almost level 16 Veng score. He's very close to the max level swap too. And even just level 2 swap is pretty good.
He's gonna swap somebody.
Bad. He sees so much of this. He's got all that vision from above, and he's got the gem. Almost goes fishing, Dandy. Nope. He just gets seaweed for now.
But I'm thinking if he swaps the Lycan, he can't kill the Lycan. Lycan has like a heart.
Yeah, Lycan 3k HP, Doom fairly tanky, not as tanky.
A lot of armor though.
And Na'Vi constantly have to go back, and how they're like, oh wait, these other lanes are pushing in. They spend so much time at this top lane, suddenly it's like, wait, we've got 2 lanes of racks. There's your swap remote mines, but the Lycan lives. You said it, they go on the Lycan, he's not going to die, and that was it. That was their entire mine kit. Go Black now gets lassoed up, BKB bat right on the front lines, and nothing much to deal with him. Avos is doing all he can. May look to commit in here. There are going to be some stasis traps coming out here, but I mean, Wings are just... they're just walking all over Na'Vi right now, and with good reason considering they're heroes. They're going to get at least 1 kill on the Doom here, but Na'Vi have lost 3. One last look for Dendi. Possibly going to be his last of the game. He's still alive, 4-star forward. Actually looking to chase now with buybacks from the Storm Spirit. They want kills here. The Blade Mail being used on the Nature's Prophet, and Havos still chasing, has a decent amount of mana left. Toss forward, Han on the Prophet is going to go down. Havos looking to extend completely for more if he can. As it looks like Go Black will not be able to cancel the TP there, so Lion will escape. Wings lose a couple, but it's Na'Vi who use a lot of buybacks here, and now it's going to be turned around. Wings looking to bring back the Nature's Prophet into this one if they can. The Blade Mail being popped as well. Go Black trapped into a Sprout, and Dendi being burnt down by the Bat Rider. It's not really much more Na'Vi can do at this point. Perhaps just looking to play this one out and look for a few more base defenses if they can, but it's a 25,000 gold difference between the two teams.
Yeah, what's more there to say? It's just a game where their lineup is just... they're at the limit of their lineup.
Yeah. Well, level 16 Venge. Let's see it. Let's see it happen. Some swaps. Techies has an axe. These remote mines are going to start doing more damage.
It's gonna take like
but
6, 7, 8 mines to kill the Lycan.
Yeah, and that's the end of the day. It's probably going to kill there at the top lane, but end of the day, even if you defend your base, you have no way to ever push. You have no late game plan to win the game. Like all you're doing is delaying the inevitable, it seems, or preventing yourself from losing. You actually have no actual plan to win the game.
No, they just want to have fun.
Yeah, boys just want to have fun too. Well, but Na'Vi, not sure how much more fun they're going to be having here. This is looking like... the other thing Wings can do is split push. Right now they've got the Lycan in mid, and they're going to have 4 heroes go top. Lycan just comes around, walks into the landmines. Doesn't even have that much... I mean, 14 armor is a lot, but often you see Lycans with like ACs and stuff at this stage. Even tankier. He tanks the landmines, heals up with the Heart of Tarask regen, and... Funnick looking to put all kinds of mines down, and... Well, we'll see what Na'Vi can do here. Looks like the Vengeful Spirit being on the sidelines definitely makes this a lot trickier for them. And Wings is looking to seal the deal. It's funny. They want the techies. They're going to use everything they can. They get the Doom out on Havost as well, and this time he will not have a buyback after that last fight. So with that, we'll see Mega Creeps get claimed unless Na'Vi has something miraculous up their sleeve. They will delay things with a Glip, possibly giving them time to engage on in. Veng's going to run forward, but he takes more damage than he deals with that Blade Mail up on Han, and it's the end of Na'Vi's base right now. It's the end of Na'Vi in their first match, but at the end of the day, they're still going through in first place out of this wildcard series. Not going to GG just yet. Make Wings work hard for it, although I don't think they really had to work too hard for this win.
You know who's the MVP of this game? Mr. Parker. You know their plan.
Yeah. I mean,
4 heroes out of 5 heroes.
And I didn't even get a chance to predict the fit. I don't think I would have said Storm there. GG is called. There we go. Not quite.
Look at that.
The techies game.
Look at what they said. Thank God. Oh my God.
I mean, this Wings team is like, they're very young. They're like some 16, it's the old Speed Gaming team. They're like some 16-year-old kids.
Oh, the